Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for taking the time today.
Oh,
Hello.
of course. Happy to.
Great. So congratulations on season 3. Love the show.
Oh, thank you.
So tell me a little bit about Katy Dids and how Teachers came about.
Sure, we started as a group about 10 years ago in Chicago, and we came together because it was truly just because we had the same name. It kind of started as a joke. And we really loved performing together. So in about 2012, we did the web series Teachers, and one thing led to another, and here we are at our series finale, 50 episodes later.
That is amazing. So do you have experience as teachers, or did it just come about as a totally fictional premise?
Yeah, I was, this is Caitlin Barlow. I was a 4th grade teacher in Chicago.
Huh. Okay. So you must have had some pretty crazy experiences. Yeah.
This is Colloton. I know, yes, Barlow was the 4th grade teacher who gave us a lot of great stories. And then the rest of us kind of mined our material, just from friends and family. Everyone has a lot of educators in their family. And then honestly, it was funny how easy it was to take just experiences I had in a normal, in another job, and apply it to teachers and add kids to it. That was the joy of writing for the show, is that, a normal problem at work suddenly becomes very different when children are involved.
Right. Yeah, it definitely feels like an Office Space type of show, but a little more quirky, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. It's totally similar to Office Space in the sense that there's really odd, interesting characters that kind of drive everything. And so that was one thing we loved about the show, was just the characters were so unique and distinct, and everybody was kind of different.
Right. Yeah, almost like kind of like a Bridesmaids type of feel. I love the humor that you got. The tone is perfect. And I'm curious.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. What was the transition like from web series to TV?
The transition from web to TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big transition because we'd all had quite a bit of sketch writing experience and web video writing experience, but we really had to learn how to write 20 minutes of a narrative, and that was a big learning curve for us. So we had to we had to learn how to tell a story, and how to have a beginning, middle, and end, and character arcs and story arcs. And we were really lucky that we had some amazing showrunners, Ian Roberts and Steve Martell, who were truly mentors for us and helped us through that.
Okay. Great. So what was it like coming up with different story ideas for each episode?
It was really fun. We've been a group, the Katy Dids, for 10 years, so we really know each other well. And besides just mining material that teachers can relate to, it was really fun to be able to write for your friends that you like, and to have your friends there to say, it's really funny when you do this, dude, these are your strengths, and to kind of as a group lift each other up. So it was fun. I mean, it all started from doing a bunch of bits in the writer's room and then figuring out how you can put these bits together into a story. And, kind of the joy is that each of us have a different comedic sensibility. And so each of us kind of were inclined to tell different types of stories, whether that's, something more satirical or something, more goofy. And it was great when you get us all together, you'll probably get a taste of all of it.
Okay. So 10 years ago, you all met, and then you basically just decided to start your own comedy troupe?
Yeah, we met 10 years ago in Chicago doing improv, and like Barlow said, we all had the same name, so we started performing together, and we just really liked each other. And so we kept performing together, and then a friend of ours, Matt Miller, suggested that we do a web series about teachers. So that's kind of how the web series came about.
Oh, nice. Now, what do you hope audiences take away from the series?
I mean, for me personally, I was, like I said, I was a teacher before I started all this. And so a big takeaway for me is a different skill set. I never expected that I would know anything about making television. And so now I have this new life in Los Angeles that, if you'd asked me 6 years ago, do you think you'd want to work in television in Los Angeles? I would have said, no, are you crazy? I'm going to be a teacher in Chicago forever. So it's really just this new chapter. That's really cool.
Right. Now, I'm curious from all of you, who are some of your comedic influences?
I think for me, this is O'Brien. I grew up watching like all of Christopher Guest's films and really loving that, like Catherine O'Hara and Christopher Guest, and then separately like Martin Short. I always loved him and watching him growing up. But yeah, definitely that world of characters is what I was always like. I always gravitated towards.
Makes sense because they're most of them from Second City. So
yeah, a lot of them are.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
How about
this is Colloton. I was a little more old school of both. Like I watched all the Carol Burnett and Lucille Ball and Mary Tyler Moore growing up, and then I also was really into SNL, the era of like Molly Shannon and Sherry O'Terry, Will Ferrell. So it was kind of both styles of comedy.
Nice. Now, is there a teacher's movie in the works? What's going on?
Yes, we've got a deal with Sony. It's going to co-starring Meryl Streep. She's going to play the new principal. I'm just kidding.
Nice. You had me going for a few seconds there.
We would love a teacher's movie. That is something we would love. You know, we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, this is the final season, and if so, why is this the final season? Because this is such a good, fresh, funny show. It should go on for a few more, I'd say.
I know. I think if it was up to us, we would go on forever. But, you know, unfortunately, the network TV land that we were on kind of decided to end original programming. And also, you know, to be honest, I think ideally we would have loved the show to go on, but we do feel like it wraps up in a really great way and it closes out in a nice kind of farewell. So I think we were all kind of ready to move on too.
Okay. What do you guys have next, if you can talk about any future projects?
Well, you know, we've been working basically nonstop since 2014, so I think we all need a little bit of a reserve break.
Gotcha.
But, you know, after that, everyone sort of, you know, wants to, like, some people want to pursue acting, some people want to pursue writing, some people want to pursue both. And so I think that everyone's going to take, like, a nice next creative chapter in their life.
Okay. Well, I really hope to see you guys work together again.
Yeah, I'm sure we will at some point.
Yeah. So I'm just curious, I ask this of everybody pretty much. What are some of your favorite movies of all time? Like some movies that stand out? Yeah, because this is basically, my show is mostly a film review show, but I decided to, you know, talk to you guys because your show is amazing. But what are some of your favorite movies of all time?
Oh, gosh. I feel like always go back to kind of the same ones. I mean, Best in Show and Waiting for Guffman are kind of my faves, but I also love Uncle Buck.
Okay, good.
Cool. Yeah.
Definitely in that Second City feel, that 80s Steve Martin Short vibe over there. Good stuff.
Yes.
How about everybody else?
You know, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I kind of just like murder documentaries. Like, I enjoy watching films, but I really just like, I mean, give me just a good, you know, a good HBO murder doc series, and what's the Paradise Lost? Oh, I'll eat that.
Okay.
I'll eat that up with a soup today.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm a mix of, I agree, I'm kind of like Barlow of, I love the dark stuff, or just like, growing up, my favorite movie was like The Game, which is a Michael Douglas movie.
Oh,
like,
yeah, it's awesome.
You know that one?
Yeah, David
But then I also loved Romeo. I quoted in high school, Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion and The Game as my two favorite movies. And those could not be any more different. So, I know. So I kind of like, you know, I love comedy and love all, like O'Brien said, the Christopher Guest movies or like Monty Python movies had a huge impact on my life. Nice. But after starting to get into comedy, all I want to watch is murder and death.
All right, that's fine. Now, who are some dream filmmakers or actors that you'd like to work with in the future, if you haven't already?
Oh, gosh, we got to work with so many on the show. One is actually tonight, because it's the series finale, we got to work with Cloris Leachman.
Yeah,
and
right.
she's in the finale, and she was like a dream person to work with just because of how much she's accomplished and everything she has under her belt. I couldn't believe she was on the show. That was totally surreal.
Nice. How about you guys?
Yeah, I mean, on the show we got like David Wayne was a dream to work with, and I agree, Cloris Leachman, and just, you know, I'm a huge Playing House fan, so, you know, we got Lennon Parham and Jessica St. Clair, and I think they're hilarious. But, you know, I think in the future, who would my dream be to work with? It would probably be, like, you know, Amy Poehler, or, I mean, she's so funny, and I love what she's done also just in her personal life of that smart girls at the party, things like that. She's great. And Molly Shannon is someone that I would die to work with. I think she's so brilliant. So there's still so many I would love to work with.
That's cool. Is that everybody?
I have a huge girl crush on Ali Wong. I would love to work with her someday.
Okay, cool. Well, hopefully that'll all happen for you guys. But yeah, the show's great. Tell everyone, how can they see it? Is tonight's the finale, or what's going on with that?
Yeah, tonight.
Great.
Tonight, we're all very excited.
Nice. So that's
9 Central tonight on TV Land.
Perfect. All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much for your time today. And if you're ever in New York, we'd love to have you stop by the studio for an in-person interview.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
Yeah. All right, so Katy, and Caitlin, thanks so much for your time. And, yeah, best of luck to all of you.
Thank you.
Sure. All right, this has been Randy Unger with Unger the Radar. Thanks for listening.